the harmony of the university campus. However, not just at the JNU, we are told even when it comes to the Congress party in Kerala seems to be provoking. As far as the KPCC, we are told, the minority cell in Kerala, that they have announced that they will go ahead and screen the controversial BBC docu-series across the state, and that too on Republic Day. Now, this seems to be an out-and-out dare as far as the centre that is concerned, which has ordered a ban and to remove all of those links that can be actually shared also on on social media that shares this controversial docu-series, because India so far has made its stand very clear on this, that this is nothing but a malicious attempt at a propaganda. And also when it comes to a broadcaster like the UK and its own Prime Minister doesn't seem to be supporting it, then why are Indians and here the Netas seem to be questioning the government and also the BBC docu-series there? Vivek is with us right now. Vivek, what are we hearing from the KPCC?
Yes, the KPCC minority cell has now decided that they a controversial documentary of the BBC on the eve of Republic Day. The minority cell chairperson has put out a statement saying that the documentary will be screened across all the districts, in all the 14 districts of the state. And this has come out just few minutes back. Remember, it was today morning that the DYFI, the youth wing of the CPM, has now come up and said that they will screen the documentary today between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in Kozhikode. But the venue was still not decided. After that, if you look at the statement that has come from V. Muralidharan, the Union Minister, clearly warning the state government, especially asking the Chief Minister to intervene in this particular issue and take necessary action against those people who have come up with the statement. He says that the top court of the country has intervened in this matter and rejected all the claims and allegations that's been made against Prime Minister, and hence this kind of screening of the documentary will only create friction between the society, and that too in campuses and universities. This could create friction between students, and hence the state government should intervene. Just an hour after this particular post, the minority cell president of the KPCC has come up with a statement that they will screen the documentary on the eve of Republic Day.
All right, Mr. Tom Vadakkan is also with us on the phone line. Sir, despite the out-and-out rejection and the snub that has been given on part of this BBC docu-series, even by the UK Prime Minister and also by the United States White House, here it seems to be political parties and even at university campuses that seem to be hell-bent on screening this documentary series, even in Kerala now, as they want to air the series on Republic Day.
Well, this is part of the ecosystem that is functional and that is anti-national. This matter has been settled by the highest court in India, the Supreme Court of India. The British Broadcasting Corporation is not above the Supreme Court of a sovereign country. And if that is a decision taken, then this ecosystem that is in operation is basically functioning to divide India. This is not about Bharat Jodo. This is Bharat Jodo operation. And I think people of India have woken up, and whatever they may do, finally the people of it's in the people's court, and they will decide what is to be done with such elements.
Because, sir, the justification coming in on part is that the ban only promotes advertising. I mean, if you ban something, then it will raise the curiosity of the people to actually think and to watch exactly what's there on those docu-series, that the government doesn't want anyone to watch it.
Well, this is not a question of advertising anything or promoting anything. When something has been cleared and a clean sheet has been given by the highest court, this kind of elements who try to create division in India are basically is basically an operation led for political gains. These things don't work. People of India have woken up, and as I said earlier, this is at the people's court, and the people of India will decide and treat these elements appropriately.
Right, sir. But how do you exactly deal with it? Because even when it comes to the government of India has made it very clear, saying that this is propaganda piece designed to push a particular discredited narrative that talks a lot about bias and a lack of objectivity and also a Canolian mindset, which seems to be blatantly visible. But how would you tackle when it comes to our country's netas and even student university campuses that want to showcase this docu-series, sir?
we are a political party and we cannot speak for what the government has in mind of how to deal with them. But yes, as I said, this is something that an attempt is being made. The Sikh riots, the riots against the Sikhs, they were never publicized by the BBC. I mean, the elements that are sitting in BBC, this is typical of the mindset that they have. But this doesn't work in India anymore. We have grown and we will grow, and then we have beaten them at every front. Even at the economic front, we are far better than Britain is. So I think that white men's burden should be unburdened. And the BBC is working in line to promote division in this country. It's unfortunate.
All right. Mr. Tom Vadakkan, sir, thank you very much for joining in. So this is the kind of condemnation that is pouring in on part of the BJP and the ruling government there, because the government on its account had made it clear that this is a certain kind of narrative that do not want to push it, especially when it comes to the intent, rather when it comes to the BBC, even when it comes to the UK Prime Minister, who has time and again had said that he doesn't agree with the characterization of what's really mentioned in this docu-series, with the second part of the docu-series that is to be released soon. However, the government of India has made it clear on its part that the social media platforms or wherever it seems to have been released, the links and everything for now, that has been banned. Let me go back to Mohit on this. Mohit, time and again, university campuses and even now with political party netas have been talking about, as far as the government of India has taken a completely different stand on this, saying that this is a particularly discredited narrative that is being forced down upon, especially when it comes to a government that has been democratically chosen by the people of India.
Well, yes, in fact, and as Tom Vadakkan was also saying, and we have been discussing this, that the Supreme Court of the country has given clean chit to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi way back in 2012-2013. Now, raking justice issue just to create division among the society or for their malicious campaign, BBC is airing this particular documentary. Now, the question is BBC above then our Supreme Court for certain an event, certain toolkit, certain ecosystem in our country? That is the question that is being raised. Now, the question is, do you believe Supreme Court or do you believe the malicious propaganda by the BBC? We are also a news channel. We believe in freedom of speech. But when you have a foreign publication coming out with a malicious propaganda, saying something which is not being proven by our courts, then the questions will surely be raised. And that is where the BJP is also hitting out at the Congress party and the other opposition parties, saying that it's not about freedom of expression. It's about the malicious campaign against unity of the country. It's about malicious campaign to discredit the image of India. And that is why the Information Broadcasting Ministry has used emergency powers to block this particular documentary. Though many of the campuses are planning to screen this particular documentary, and today at the JNU, a call has been given by JNUSU that this particular documentary will be screened at 9 p.m. Though JNU has come out with a statement that the permission is not being given for this particular streaming, it could create law and order situation in JNU campus. But the JNUSU clearly says that they will go forward with the screening, given the fact it's a public screening event that will be held at TIFLAS in JNU. So we have to wait and watch what action would be taken. But yes, the government of India have made their stand clear. It's a malicious campaign by the BBC.
Well, the JNU administration on its part has issued an advisory already and has been saying that the concerned students, or even when it comes to the individuals who are firmly advised to cancel the proposed program immediately, and failing which strict disciplinary action may be initiated as per the university rules. We also have Mr. Shabuddin with us. Sir, what is exactly the idea and the intent to go forth to screen this banned docu-series, sir?
Ban documentary banning is utterly against the Constitution of India. Everyone can do here to show the documentary and all here in the after the independence.
Now, what is the intent here, sir?
We the minority department, Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee minority
right,
department.
Sir, but I'm asking the intent.
Decided to show in every 14 districts in Kerala for protesting, for just like a protest against the Modi
No,
government.
I am questioning the intent here, sir. What exactly is the intent? Because you've been saying that you would want to screen this series on Republic Day. What is the intent?
That is a message. That is the message against the Modi government. How the Modi government can ban this type of
No, but what exactly is the question that is now being raised here, sir? Are you against the Supreme Court ruling? Mr. Shahabuddin, are you against the Supreme Court ruling, sir?
No.
Then?
We are not against the Supreme Court ruling.
Then
Hello?
why are you going ahead with the screening of this docu-series that have been banned, sir?
Only the message of our protest only.
No, I mean, that's what I'm asking again.
We are
What is
not
exactly
against
the
Supreme
intent?
Court ruling,
Is this politics, or are you going against the Supreme Court ruling, sir?
Not against the Supreme Court ruling, but in the Modi government decision.
Right. So what are you planning to do here? Because already when it comes to the docu-series that has been banned, and do you feel that even when it comes to the Congress party, we'll be getting their point of view as well? This is the support that you're also getting from the other Congress party leaders to showcase and screen this docu-series?
The Congress party, not that Congress party banned my program. Congress party, this is the minority issue. I am in front of the minority issue here only.
Just in Kerala?
I am from Kerala.
No. I'm talking about even when it comes to the screening, you have been saying that you will want to go ahead with all in the districts of Kerala to showcase this docu-series. You want that?
No, we are not for that. I am only showing the protest, showing the message to the people.
What is the message? Mr. Shahabuddin, what is the message?
That's my program.
What is the message?
The Modi government is always against the minority people. This documentary highlighting the Modi government's minority anti-programs.
All right. Mr. Shahabuddin, thank you very much for your point of view here. So as